If you're a Virginia team trying to do something this program has not done in 22 years, more than 8,000 days, that is beat Duke in the regular season. They are 0-20. That's certainly the start you would want on the road. And Greenspan got the clamp on Girard, who battles on for this face-off.
Greenspan's been on fire lately, Jay. 61% on the season.
Well, how many times when you see a team in
more parents, Mark, a legend in the men's game, both Hall of Famers, and mom, Erin, and the players are very different, Jay. Brendan plays like mom, Erin. McCabe plays like
on Sloat, the way he's playing.
When we talked to Lars Tiffany before the game, he said, yeah, we're going to cover it short with a shorty. I almost wanted to say, what are you, crazy, coach? And so they're going to start that way and look to double them quickly. But that was not effective.
Good face-off win by Cal Girard as Duke is starting to find their footing in this matchup. A Blue Devils team that went to
really work the goalie, stick side, offside, high or low. As a shooter, your eyes are going to take you to the open net, and when you get dead center, that is top of the key there, the goal looks awful big.
Virginia just 2 for 5 in the clearing game, and the last one led to a Duke goal.
Yeah, Lars Tiffany behind the net. The kid's got skills.
25-game goal streak for Ryan Colsey. Going against his brother today, Kyle. The Colsey family, one of the legendary lacrosse families in the sport. Their dad, obviously, 3-time All-American Hall of Famer at Syracuse, coach of the PLL for the Chaos last season.
Greenspan's winning the whistle for Virginia on these face-offs. That start at 3:30 in the morning and round up later in the afternoon, and then he goes to practice. He's from Florida, American Heritage School, and he's played against Duke, Jay. He played against Duke last season, I believe.
And Sunderland just appeared right on the doorstep.
Tell you, Sunderland's elevated his game recently as well. This is a guy that he can do a little bit of everything. He's got big-time IQ. And really pretty strong, Jay, when you attack them top down.
Ortlieb, who had a hat trick in the Dome against Syracuse a week ago. His first goal of this afternoon's battle. What's incredible about the ACC this season, all 5 teams so talented, all look like tournament teams.
An incredible rehabilitation that Kyle Colsey had.
And interesting
to bounce back from that ACL.
Rehabs in Charlottesville and then decides to go to Duke, parting ways with his brother Ryan. And now the two brothers that had so many countless battles in the backyard of Ridgefield go toe-to-toe here in the ACC. 5-4. You're listening to an interview Ryan gave this week with Dan Arestia. He said, I don't remember a day where I didn't have a lacrosse stick in my hand. Lacrosse just was the family profession since he was in diapers, going to dad's camps in the summer. And now the two brothers from Ridgefield. From here on out, Q, the stage doesn't get any smaller.
No, if you could deal with that day up in the Dome in front of 10,000 fans, music pumping, light show, and the fans just breathing on you. There's really nothing that's going to get to you.
Girard, the scoop, couldn't get the score. Had a good look. Just from here on out, Q, the stage doesn't get any smaller.
No, if you could deal with that day up in the Dome in front of 10,000 fans, music pumping, light show, and the fans just breathing on you. There's really nothing that's going to get to you.
Girard, the scoop, couldn't get the score. Had a good look, just bounced it over. Duke had the backup. They go right back to Girard, and this time he does score. Don't call him a Fogo. Cal Girard stays on after the miss. And Duke takes their first lead of the day.
The face-off win, the Fogo out of Manhasset. He's got 2 points on the season prior to this game. Shot goes out of bounds. And if you're Virginia's defense, you kind of zone it up and you think 41's going to sub. He doesn't. He plants himself right in the middle of that formation and catches and finishes low, and now he gets a breather. But a burst of energy from a guy like Girard will go a long way. And once again, you get the ball behind the net against Virginia's defense, good things are going to happen offensively.
And usually when Duke keeps Girard on the field, it's almost as a decoy so they can get 5-on-5. That time he stays on and scores.
Yeah, Jay, you mentioned the word decoy. Well, he's demanding to be covered, and usually he would be, which would open up someone else on the perimeter. But Virginia just disrespected him.
Long scramble for possession, won by Duke. The Blue Devils swinging momentum, big hit. Schroeder lowers the boom. And then Hopper getting in on the act.
Look out!
Some serious lumber being laid in Durham, and after all that, it's going to be Virginia ball. We're waiting for an official call, but it certainly looked like it bounced off Duke last.
That was fantastic.
Hopper has stayed down, now receiving medical treatment. We're going to want another look at that
was
chaos.
fantastic. You got to love this. This is what makes lacrosse so compelling. All of this is legal. Dislodged, ball on the carpet, saved by Virginia. You better have your chin strap on, and don't be idling above a loose ball, because you're going to pay the price. Schroeder hunting. Virginia's defense. Jurassic Park. Schroeder again putting people on the turf. You gotta love it. Lacrosse on grass in the ACC.
Now hold on. Lars Tiffany is incensed. The officials came together and they did call a late penalty against Virginia. Everything we just showed you looked perfectly legal. John Schroeder is in the box and Duke is on the staff. You said it in the first half, Quint. Virginia in many ways goes as the Millens go.
Yeah, in my book right now, if you can stop Brendan and McCabe Millen, you will beat Virginia. They just have not shown enough complementary scoring.
Well, we did ask John Danowski about the lopsided season series history, when Duke has won 20 straight regular season meetings dating back to April 2004. And Danowski did say the common theme is usually they have one or two guys in youth basketball, and certainly applicable here on the lacrosse field for a game-tying goal. If you've watched this game throughout the afternoon, you know as well as we do, there is just not much to separate these two teams today. Fine margins in this second half. Well, you were speaking about his versatility earlier in this game. Certainly that would translate to the next level.
High school passing attackman at X. He became an inside finisher, and now he's a little bit of everything. And as you, well, you think you're going to make the play by taking the body, and you're better off retreating and slow playing that. Unless you're 110% sure that you actually can make the play. Because by not making the play, what happens behind you? It's a 2-on-1. He's about as competitive as it gets.
Yes, you could almost imagine him as a 4 or 5-year-old just running around the yard, stealing all the eggs from the other kids, a competitor.
May enter the Marines,
yes.
May go back and play a year of college football, but we can tell you in a couple weeks he will be drafted in the top 5 in the Premier Lacrosse League, so he'll have an opportunity to play. He can do a little bit of everything.
Virginia outscoring Duke 4-1 in this third quarter.
And Brendan Millen's been involved with all 4 goals, Jay.
Now in the third quarter. It's been more than 8,000 days since Virginia knocked off Duke in the regular season. They have lost 20 in a row in this lopsided series history. Could today be the day? Virginia fans starting to believe with under 2 minutes left in this third quarter.
I'll give you the asterisk. Virginia beat him in the 2019. Now, you don't feel like you're chasing so much uphill. Big difference between 3 and 2 goals.
Both of Scoletti's goals have been assisted by his fellow freshman Ortlieb. Girard and Greenspan continue to battle at the Faceoff X, where Greenspan struggled in that third quarter, but Virginia created some turnovers and certainly has dominated possession.
Last year he was hurt quite a bit, never really found his form, and now he's got the bump up. He's running first midfield. It's got to be Max Sloat and Ben Johnston. Ortlieb's delivered down low for Duke at the attack spot, the freshman, but we haven't heard enough. Ben Johnston does not have enough shot attempts in this game, neither does Max Sloat.
And John Danowski's team back within 2. And Duke wins the faceoff because of a violation on Virginia. And the Cavaliers obviously have had issues. And now Duke does find themselves in the danger zone, trailing by 3, 5:35 left. Girard has been grinded at the faceoff X. Glove is off. The officials have stopped play.
Everybody holding their breath on every call here.
And it's going to be Virginia possession.
Yeah, and you're going to see, you should see patience now. 3-goal lead, day now, and Virginia is in firm control.
Cavaliers have waited more than 8,000 days. What's another 4 minutes and 50 seconds? Looking for their first regular season win against Duke in 21 tries. It's been 22 years. They've got the ball, just looking to kill this clock. Duke upping the pressure, a double team.